It's time for part 3 of funny Polish memes, featuring this confused English guy. Now, if you do find this even remotely amusing, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And you're in luck because you are getting a confused face right from the start. I found some new disco polo with the guy from It. I've never actually seen that film. Yeah. And then there's someone covering it with cement. I don't know what disco polo is. I know what disco is, and I know what polos are. Polos are the little mint sweets. But I don't know what disco polo is. Is it some sort of weird disco that is a little bit quirky and probably you shouldn't listen to? Maybe? Or maybe it's that guilty pleasure. You know, you always have that type of music that is your guilty pleasure. Maybe it's that. I'm trying to think what my guilty pleasure is. A bit of S Club 7 is my guilty pleasure, maybe. Bit of Reach. Reach for the stars, I won't sing anymore. No, I'm going to assume it's some dodgy music. That's all I've got for you. So once again, in these meme videos, I need you guys to tell me if I'm right, wrong, or what the, just what the hell is going on, basically. So number 1 down. Regular priests, Polish priests. Look, that sort of. I don't know if anyone's seen the film Constantine with Keanu Reeves, I think it is, and he's basically, I think he's like a priest or a devil kind of killing, and he has all the guns and everything. That reminds me of that. But in Poland, you've got to be ready, right? You have got to be ready to blow the shit out of the bad guys. So that is basically a Polish priest in a nutshell, right? I like that one. Next, okay, literally a car full of mushrooms. Apparently, underneath it says Polish people love mushroom foraging. Who the hell goes mushroom foraging? People must do, actually. Right, here's one for you. I like mushrooms. I like mushrooms a lot. Who eats mushrooms raw before cooking some? Say, for example, you're doing a bolognese, for example, and you want to put extra mushrooms in. I always eat some raw beforehand. I really like raw mushrooms. Don't worry, they're the ones from the supermarket, so I'm not going to get poisoned. But is this really a thing over in Poland, that a lot of people like to go mushroom foraging? Like, liking mushrooms is one thing, but foraging for your own mushrooms seems a little bit hard work. But that is a car full of mushrooms. What is the point of those buckets? That's the question. What is the point of those buckets? There is no point, is there? Because the boot of the car is the bucket. Tell me in the comments. Here we go. Dad, why is my sister called Rose? Because your mother loves roses. Good to know. Thanks, Dad. No problem. Shashi Mileshko. Plaszki Meshko is a well-loved chocolate marshmallow. Why I blow my fridge? I actually bought these. These are amazing. You're getting like a live, well, it's not live, a recorded taste testing. These are the best ones I've had. The caramel ones. These are the best. Look. Yeah, straight from the Polish shop. Amazing. You do have me now eating, because that was too irresistible not to eat it. I love that. Honestly, the best marshmallows, and those caramel ones are incredible. Anyway, I like that. Why his name is that. Okay, next. When the okay, I know A's not pronounced like that, and I can't think how it's pronounced. I know lots of people have told me in the comments, and there is way too much for me to remember. So I'm saying it how I'm going to say it. When the sasiadka you don't like comes over to plotkować. So it means when the neighbour comes round to gossip, and you're just not interested. Is that? I assume that face is I'm not interested. But it's basically a couple of babchas, and no. But that is what they do, right? Is that not what they do? They're looking out their windows, everyone, and then they have a gossip about what the hell's gone on during the day. I reckon that's what happens. Next up, there is only one airline we... This is brilliant. I've got it literally still back with me. It is the Marshmallow Airline, right? There is only one airline we can trust, and it's the Marshmallow Airplane. That is incredible. That can't be real. That must just be some advertising for a normal airline. It must be. They cannot own their own planes. That's brilliant. People love this, don't they? People love those marshmallows. Oh, I'm so glad they're over here. Anyway, next. Hang on. No. No way. No way is there Wrigley's Orbit pierogi flavour. I assume that is chewing gum, because Wrigley's is chewing gum. That they cannot. No, just no. If anyone has seen this in shops, please let me know. But I reckon this is just simply for fun. Not actually real. Someone's just stuck a pierogi picture on it, right? Can't be real. Okay. Okay, so we've got English and you've got Polish. So in English, pardon. Prosh. I assume it's Prosh. Please, Prosh. Go ahead, Prosh. Here you are, Prosh. You're welcome, Prosh. Not at all, Prosh. Well, well. Prosh, Prosh. Okay. See, people, you know, I've heard people saying, oh, well, English has words that are basically the same. But what am I looking at here? What am I looking at there? Surely that is not real. Surely that is not true, that Prosh means all of those different things. That is ridiculous if that's true. It can't be true. Surely not. A Babcha's aquarium. Basically, loads of gherkins. Loads of gherkins. That is ridiculous. I love gherkins. Does it annoy you, like it annoys me, when you go to McDonald's and they call them pickles? They are gherkins. And someone now is going to be like, they're not gherkins in the picture. They're not gherkins. Anyway, either way, I love gherkins. That shop is everywhere, right? That shop is everywhere. That shop is everywhere. And that's all I need to say. Let's keep going. Migos. Nie vol bigos. I don't understand. No, I don't understand. What does Migos mean? Migos is a bad rapper. Bigos is food. Yeah, but just because it sounds similar, that's rubbish. That's rubbish. Just because it sounds similar doesn't mean you should just put it in the same meme. That one's rubbish. I'm sorry, guys. So we have One Direction can barely fill a stadium. Eminem, they have filled a stadium. Metallica, it is heaving in that stadium. And then, boom, boom, boom. John Paul II, literally hordes of people. There's no stadium that can fit this man. They are going into the forest. It's like basically in a war film or something, in a medieval war film where people are just coming out of the trees to see old John Paul II. And I don't... What's the point? What's the point? No one can even see the guy. Sorry, I'm not a religious person, so I'm going to move on. That is an amazing... That is amazing duvet cover, right? Gherkins on the pillow. And gherkins, I assume that's potato and chicken. I don't know. What is that? Anyway, it's something that basically what Poles love to eat. This episode is pretty insane. I would say that. This episode is a weird one. Just put it out there. Okay, next one. Minigun, shotgun, Saigon. Saigon means gypsy. He doesn't look like a gypsy, but minigun, I just don't, that's not funny. That's really not funny. Some of these have been awful, some have been good, some have been awful. Let's move on. When Babcha makes you clean rugs. Oh my God, right? Now, in the olden days, in the UK, like 40s or whatever, you would see the images of these little old English women, grandmas, as in babchas, whacking the rugs that are on the washing line. But actually, I would still imagine that happening now in Poland. And in this, you can clearly see a bloke whoosh, whoosh, getting the dust out. Classic. Next. Oh, Jesus. I have 2 cats, and this is the sort of thing the little bastards would do. You know the cat has been around because those fresh pierogies have got their little paw prints right in them. And that cat, that is what they do. They just, like, they know they've done it. It's similar to dogs, isn't it? They know they've been little shitbags. Yeah. The trick is, lock your cats away because they're little assholes. All right, so let's do the last couple. All right, let's do the last couple. Kompot. We've got a Wikipedia search. Polish heroin is also called kompot. Popular homemade fruit drink. Kompot, isn't kompot like a yogurt type, like a yogurt drink or something like that? But Polish heroin is also called kompot. What? I don't understand. What is it? All right, last one. When life hands you potatoes, make vodka. I think that's a perfect one to finish on. When life hands you potatoes, make vodka. Very similar to the phrase, when life gives you lemon, make lemonade, but this is Polified. I don't know if that's a word, but now it is. And that sums up Poland, right? When life gives you potatoes, make vodka, and that will sort out all of your problems for the day. Well, there was another Polish memes video in the bag. Some of them were confusing, some of them were funny, some I just didn't understand. The funny thing is, what will happen is, the more I learn about Poland and the more times I visit, the more the memes that are confusing will make sense. So I did this when learning about Australia. I did a meme series, and most of them didn't make any sense. When I learnt more about Australia and when I went to Australia, pretty much 99% of them made complete sense. So that is what I'm going to assume will happen with the Polish meme series. So once again, thank you very much for coming. Thanks for watching. Please, if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and help me out with some of those confused ones, please. And I'll catch you next time.